So I just finished my first confirmation show. It was 4 to 6 month puppy, so it's not like the big leagues or anything. Blue, which is one of my pups from Emily and Charlie. He got best in breed. But let me rewind the day. So I got there like before they even really started, checked in, did all my stuff and all that because I was going to walk a friend's Pekingese from my kennel club. So the dog, that dog had the shortest little legs. I mean, it was such a tiny little thing. And it would not walk for me. That dog just did not want anything to do with me. So I mean, and I was kind of laughing as as I'm trying to get this like 2-pound fluff ball to move, and she wasn't, and I'm just like, oh my God, God doesn't like a Happy Wheel hike. Oh my God, come on, this is like ridiculously complicated. So I had to carry the dog half the way. So anyways, get it on the table, and he's checking the dog and everything, and then as he's mumbling, telling me, what, how he wants me to walk the dog after that, I had no idea what he said. And like the way he motioned was like like, crap, do you want me to do a full, square, or what would triangle? I don't know what I'm doing, dude. And so I said, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Can you please repeat? And he repeated it. Seemed fine. And at the same time, I'm thinking, you really want me to walk this dog again? Because this dog is not going to walk for me. So, second that dog touches the ground, them legs just stop moving. I mean, they didn't move an inch. And so, Marilyn, it was her dog. And, because she had 2 other dogs in it. That's why she needed my help. And so she comes over and she's basically having to get this dog to move. And all I'm thinking is, oh wow, I look like such a jackass right now in front of this judge, But, I also said, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. Can you repeat that? This is my very first time. So I wasn't trying to like get in with the judge or anything. Just trying to explain, well, I don't know what I'm doing. So anyways, the first 2, or Marilyn's 2 other dogs get first and second. This one gets nothing. And that's okay. They don't have to award it. So, but that's fine. Okay. So then it's the Collie's turn. My mom's walking Blue. And he gets best in breed. I knew he was going to, I knew he was going to beat Chloe. I knew that. And I had very, just because for a puppy, he's very nice. Anyways, I'm not going to brag. All right. So when it comes time for him to give places, he just best in breed first. Okay. So a second time I didn't get something. I was like, all right, dude. Okay. Is it me? Whatever. So my mom, she hadn't eaten that morning, and, she's diabetic and everything. She was feeling very lightheaded. So she asked me if I would walk Blue. And part of me is like, yeah, because it's like, Blue's the one I was banking on. But I'm also thinking, I don't think that guy likes me. I think he thinks I'm a jackass. I don't know. And I get that I am not everybody's cup of tea, but, dude, first off, you're supposed to be judging the dog, not the handler. I was trying to learn and everything. So it was very discouraging that I do come away from it feeling like he judged me and not the dog. Chloe, I would have been absolutely shocked if she beat Blue. Chloe is never going to win those shows. She's not. Just because, she might win best of variety. She's never going to win a best in show. She's just not, because her color is, I want to say abnormal, but not as common. It's rarer, and it's not undesirable, but it's not common enough that when you think I'm going to get a collie, you're like, I'm going to get a white factor tri-collie, because I just love keeping that solid white freaking snow hair white. Oh my god, so hard. Anyways, and so my mom was like, oh, can you walk Blue? And I was like, yeah, that's fine. So she's holding Chloe. So I go in there when they're doing the best in class. I mean, in group. So I'm like, okay, all right. You know, I'm looking at, there's a corgi. It was a nice corgi, but it looked like it had 2 cowlicks on its back. Not the normal, you know. And so I'm looking at him and I'm like, well, yeah, you know, I'm not number 1 out of these, but I'd say at least second or third. You know, I mean, I was that confident with Blue. I mean, because he was that nice. And so we're standing 1, 2, 3. That's me. 4, 5. That's all that's in the best of class group. So he's using his arm to motion like this, like first, second, and then when he gets to me, he literally lifts his arm up like he is fully trying to go over my body from 6 feet away. I mean, it was so overly exaggerated. Third, fourth, that's it. And he called it, and I was like, okay. And I was like, wow, that was jerk. I was like, okay, that was kind of like harsh, dude. I mean, like, I get like, you know, you didn't like my dog, you didn't like me, whatever, but I mean, people were coming up to me afterwards and they were like, what was that about? You know, do you know him? I was like, I have no idea who this man was. I mean, I said it's ridiculous. And I mean, if it was anybody other than me, they probably would never go back. See, you know, most people, they would be like, oh God, this was such an unwelcoming experience. I don't ever want to do this again. But then you have people like me that, you know, I'll stop at nothing to get what I want. Within reason. Like, you know, I want to get $1 million, but, you know, within reason, I got to work to get that $1 million. So it's all, you know, logic behind it, logic based. But it was really neat seeing all the different breeds and everything. I mean, and they varied. Some of them were just absolutely exceptional, while others were like, what? This German Shepherd. I mean, you look at the color of this German Shepherd, and this was a 5-month-old pup. It was the most beautifully marked German Shepherd I have ever seen. But now the thing is, you know, with the breed, is to breed them to where their hips are like this, like head right here, and then like tail where the wrist is. That's it. It's awful looking. It's horrible for the breed. It shouldn't. I don't care if that's the desirable look. The whole point of breeding is to improve the breed, make it better, make it stronger, breed out these undesirable traits so you can have the healthiest dog possible. You know, that is what you want. That is what, if that is not the breeder's goal, then they don't need to be doing it. They're backyard breeder, puppy mill people. They don't need to be doing it. If your goal is not to make whatever breed of dog you have better, and I'm not talking about, I find a better fighter, and no, screw that crap. I'm talking about purebred dogs. If your goal is to not make that breed stronger and better, then you do not need to be breeding, because that is the whole point of it. And it's not some money-making thing. The whole point is to fix what other people have now bred into them, trying to get these desirable traits that genetically destroy a dog. You know, so then people that do care about breeding have to spend thousands of dollars on all these tests to make sure everything was taken care of. Anyways, so I'll stop there because I got totally off, and I do not think those kids are going to stay inside the house any longer. And Sam broke a plate earlier, so now that he knows what sound that makes, we don't know if it's going to happen again. So anyways, I had fun. I got another show coming up where I'll be showing a third dog. I'll be in 3 categories. So 4 to 6 months, because Chloe, it will be 3 days away from 6 months. Blue will be a week over 6 months, so he is in the 6 to 9 month category. And Chance will be competing in his first show. This one's gonna be fun. Hopefully my broken finger's better by then. Chance will be in the 12 to 18 month. The good thing about it, though, is it's not like the real dog show. I mean, you can still earn points and everything towards a title, but it's not the real, you know, like, there's not professional handlers going hardcore in this, and you could spot them too. Oh man, they look, oh, it was such the stereotypical New York lawyer look, and they all had this like overly tanned, like fake tanned skin and hair with so much product in it that, I mean, it was like the 80s again with the Jerry curl, you know, flipping the hair and you get stuff at, or, well, I mean, not me. Not to be offensive, just pointing out the obvious. Anyways, my hair couldn't hold that kind of texture anyways. My hair didn't decide it wanted to have a wave to it until I was like 30. Like, oh, well, I can dig that. Now it looks like I have more hair, even though it's all put up now. Anyways, so yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get some kind of video of it next show. I wasn't able to this time because we had to compete in the same ring. They didn't divide them by sexes, so I didn't have anybody to tape for me. But next show in June, hopefully William will be able to go. So, barring them all having to compete in 3 rings at the same time, there should be at least one person available to record. If not, then that would actually be a really quick day. So, alright, that's my update. So, thank you for anybody that's interested.